bioactive phytochemicals and its role in disease prevention. It is not a medical compound, but it is helpful to prevention of some of the metabolic diseases. Example, cancer is not a metabolic disease, though some, let us say, only diseases. Okay, so let us. There is bell ring here. Who is coming? This Ayushma. Okay. Okay. So sometimes these compounds are expressed as bioactive compounds, or some phytochemicals, or sometimes phytonutrients. Okay. And so the phytochemicals are the group of compounds. So far known 3,000 different chemicals which have the possible health benefits through food. And phyto means it is a Greek word. It resembles plant, and chemical is compound. So they are the basic substances in plants that may help to prevent some diseases like cancer and heart disease. So then the major compounds in plants not recognized as nutrients. They are not nutrients, but essentially play the role like nutrient, or essential dietary factors such as vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and fatty acids. So they are not like these compounds. And another important aspect of phytochemicals is they don't impose any kind of deficiency syndromes. And still people don't know that what amount of phytochemicals are necessary to uh, boost the immunity or human health. This is not even find out. So they may affect mammalian biological functions. Some of them have, more of them have the positive health benefits, and some of them have the negative health results. Although we speak here in this course only for the positive health benefits. Okay, there are some special functions, general function of phytonutrients. They have the enzymes that detoxify the body and strengthen the liver. Second is they strengthen the RBC, and they enhance the immune system, and they protect from cardiovascular disease and the UV rays, and fight infections in the body that lead to inflammation, which in turn leads to the fat storage. Also, some of them might prevent the fat storage in the body. Sorry, let us see who is coming. Oh. Chandrakaki. Okay. So let us continue. Then they have, Then they provide a power boost to the thyroid and adrenal glands. They are supportive to pituitary glands, and they empower the genes that turn off fat storage and promote the fat burn. And others are the reduce premature aging. They trigger the body's internal mechanism to eat less. It has the feeling of being full. So there are basic four kind of phytochemical groups. Scientists have grouped them. One is terpenoids. Second is alkaloids. These alkaloids in large excess quantities, they sometimes impose a negative health. Third group is the sulfide compound or sulfonated compounds. Those you can get from crucifer vegetables. And fourth one group is polyphenols, and that we will discuss one by one how they help to boost immunity and their mode of action. So let us go to carotenoids, terpenoids. They are mainly of two groups helpful for human health. One is the pigment, we say the carotenoids, and second one is the sterol, the hormone-like plant compounds. Let us see, is coming, Raiju. Okay, welcome Raiju to the class, being though it is somewhat late. Okay, the terpenoids, they are active ingredients in essential oils, example herbs and spices, and their main role is to prevent the skin from the UV damage, ultraviolet damage, and they mostly occur in orange, red, and yellow colors, beta carotenes, and sources include tomatoes, peas, citrus fruits, and carrots. So mostly we speak about beta carotenes in this regard, in the carotenoids. And there are many forms of carotenes, but alpha, beta, gamma, and others. But beta carotene is most active to prevent the UV damage in the skin, mostly in hot suns. Then there are also other compounds like cryptoxanthin, zeaxanthin, lycopene present in tomato, lutein present in legumes, pods, the green pods, and they give orange color. Carrots, peaches, mangoes, but can also be found in some of the leafy greens. Then other group is limonoids, example limonene, nomelin, D-limonene found in citrus fruits. They are also grouped under the carotenoids. And let's go to the another group, alkaloids. They are the toxic substances naturally present in plants, including food plants, example solanine in green and sprouting potatoes. They and basis of many modern day prescription drugs, example codeine, morphine, atropine, and also heroin and cocaine. They all include under the alkaloid group. And it is historically proved as the human poison, ganja, taris. Okay, kita nirvana. Okay, let's go back. Sorry, we are here somewhere. Okay, then alkaloids are historically recognized as poisons, but some food sources include coffee, chili, and contaminated rye. They have the alkaloid compounds which are very helpful for the human health. Example is caffeine, capsaicin present in capsicum. They are the good examples of alkaloids. And next group is the sulfur compounds. The example glucosinolates found in brassicas, and their derivatives of sulfur amino acid cysteine found in the onion family. Okay, so sulfur compounds are known to reduce cholesterol levels and protect against coronary heart disease, and they are protective also against certain cancers, and they are very good to boost the immune system. Okay, so here are the examples of organosulfur compounds: allicin, and source is garlic and onion, and isothiocyanates, the sulforaphane. This is present in cruciferous vegetables such as cabbage and turnip. Okay, turnip khada aune piro. This is sulforaphane. This is isothiocyanate. And lasun khada aune piro. This is allicin. The piyaz khada aune piro. This is also allicin or isothiocyanates. Okay. So then let's go to the polyphenols groups. And polyphenol are very known for the special role in skeletal development. They are also good to protect UV light. And third one is they have the antioxidant role, and they are astringent, oh, then boost up the immune system, coloration, reds, purple, or blues. They are in different forms. Okay, so the flavonoids, example, anthocyanins, anthocyanins, isoflavonoids, flavonols, and flavones present in fruit, green tea, soybeans, tea, berries, and cherries are example of phenols. Also the isoflavones, maybe the beans, legumes, phytoestrogens are sometimes known as the legume hormones present in legume pods are also good example of the phenols. And phenolic acids present as in the form of ferulic acids, caffeic acids, ellagic acids, and gallic acids. They are also other example of polyphenols. And tannins, example in tea, the catechins present in the lentils, beans, tea, grape, and wines. They are also the good example of the phenols, polyphenols. Mostly the green leafy vegetables may contain flavonoids, and flavonoid content is affected by different processing techniques. And one of the studies showing the effect of cooking and flavonoid content in spinach. Say if you eat fresh spinach, you could get more flavonoids than you cook it directly. Okay, so eating the leafy vegetables fresh might be good to get more flavonoids. And let us see who is coming. Ajay. Okay, let us continue. Then let's go to the specific functions of phytonutrients with their mechanism and the mode of action. And most of the phytonutrients, some of the phytonutrients have the chemopreventive in nature. They reduce the risk of certain cancers by detoxifying drugs, toxins present in uh, food, and they detoxify the carcinogens. And they also neutralize the free radicals and act as antioxidants, and they would inhibit enzymes that activate the carcinogens. So if you look in these figures, they are the possible site of action of phytochemicals to prevent the cancer in the body. So they reduce the metabolic oxidation of carcinogen, one action. Second is they reduce the initiation between interaction between the carcinogen and DNA, because when the DNA is denatured, then carcinoma starts. And third ones, they also prevent the multiplication of growth of abnormal cells that leads to total after DNA denaturation, and they prevent the total tumor growth, which is finally we say it is cancer. Okay, this is the possible site of action that phytochemicals would work. Then the next is the let us see for the examples how the which kind of phytochemicals would act against cancer. One is sulfur compounds, metabolic activation of initiation of metabolic activation of carcinogen at they reduce. One is sulfur compounds, glucosinolates, phenolics induce detoxification mechanism. Second is the inhibition of initiation of the DNA denaturation. Then is some examples. Phenolics prevent oxidative damage to DNA or promote DNA repair mechanisms. Then the inhibition of promotion of these cancer cells. Some example: phenolics, alkaloids, terpenoids. They inhibit cell transcription, which leads to the tumor growth. So there is one study by the Research Journal of National Cancer Institute, and it says that the consumption of tomato products has been linked to a decreased risk of prostate cancer. Men had about a 35% decrease in risk of the prostate cancer. Those are eating tomatoes, different tomato products. And prostate cancer is just confined to men, not in women. Okay. Then flax seeds, Niger seed, Guizotia, the students of agriculture may know it. It is a wild seed crop grown in summer, like from the Compositae family. And this flaxseed contains lignans. It looks like the soluble fiber, behaves like a soluble fiber, the lignan. And the compounds convert it into biologically active phytoestrogens by bacteria that normally reside in the human intestine. And studies of population suggest that women who excrete more have phytoestrogens in the urine, an indicator of phytoestrogen intake from flaxseed, and others have lower rate of breast cancer. So flaxseed may be good to prevent the breast cancer. Then there is also the history of use of these chia seed that also help to prevent the gastrointestinal cancers. Then the animal studies show a decrease in tumors of the breast and lung when fed flaxseed. So there are many forms of cancer, and flaxseed is good to prevent them. So let me skip it. Then there are many other studies that may confirm different association of the nutritional role of different or anti-cancer role of different phytochemicals. So then next step, let us see the anti-heart disease effect of phytochemicals, and the possible mode of action of them is they prevent damage to arterial epithelium, they prevent to uh, they help to oxidation of low density lipoprotein, and they reduce the uptake of low density lipoprotein, and they reduce the monocyte adherence, they promote the monocyte adherence, and they also increase the activation of platelets, and they also increase the coagulation factor, and this wise they prevent the heart attack. Okay, this platelet activation increased, coagulation decreased, monocyte adherence increased, and oxidation of LDL increased, and uptake of uh, LDL increased. This is the pathway of prevention of the coronary heart disease or anti-heart disease. Okay, so the all it all stages these phytochemicals may act. And the epidemiologists conclude high consumption of flavonoids from apples and onions was directly associated with lower risk for coronary mortality. Okay. Then this conclusion was based on the analysis of diet and health outcomes of the study of 5,133 men aged and women aged 30 to 69. And this information you can get British Medical Journal published in 1996. Okay, then it says the flavonoids present in apple and onion are good to prevent the coronary heart disease. So then study also says that the increment in daily servings of fruits and vegetable would be equated to a 22% decrease in the risk of stroke, including ischemic attack, heart attack. So in 1999, the Federal Drug Administration of the United States approved claim that 25 grams of soy protein per day may reduce the risk of heart disease. Then in 2000, the Association of uh, American Heart Association endorsed soy as a heart healthy food. In 2006, American Heart Association also they also reevaluating endorsement due to conflicting research because soybean is something like allergic food to many of the American citizens. And there are also some evidences that the phytochemicals could act as antioxidant. Apples are a wide consumed rich source of phytochemicals. Apples and have been found to have very strong antioxidant activity. They inhibit cancers, and they inhibit the cancer cell proliferation, decrease lipid oxidation, and lowering the cholesterol level in the blood. And apples contain a variety of phytochemicals, including catechins, chlorogenic acid, and all of which are strong antioxidants. Then the next, and at a fat burning agent, it says that phytonutrients have also been proven to be a powerful blow to fat burn. And one of the studies said the people consuming raw fruits and vegetables, they would have a 22% more fat burn than any of the other groups. So there are many sources of phytochemicals: fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and herbs and spices. And for example, the soybean, tomato, broccoli, garlic, flax seeds, citrus fruits, melons, pink grapefruit, blueberries, sweet potatoes, and chili peppers. They might, with the vegetables or fruits, those can be available in cheap in the town would be helpful to get or be a source of the phytochemicals. So here are some list of phytochemicals present in different foods, and the type of phytochemical and their essential benefits expressed in literature have been summarized. Let's see for apple, they have flavonoids, they are protective against cancer and they lower the cholesterol. Beans, they have saponins, a kind of flavonoids, and they protect against cancer and they lower the cholesterol. And the berries, the raspberries, blueberries, green berries, they have the compound called ellagic acid, and their role is to prevent abnormal cellular changes that can lead to cancer. For example, there are others from broccolis, the indole isothiocyanates, and broccoli may be protective against cancer, heart disease, and the stroke. And carrots, beta carotene is the potential source of vitamin A, and it works like antioxidant, and it works like protective material against the UV damage in the skins. And the citrus fruits, they have many group of flavonoids. The limonene, they have the antioxidant activity, inhibit tumor formation, and decrease the inflammation in the blood vessels. And the flax seeds, they have isoflavones and they protect against cancer and lower the cholesterol. Then sweet potatoes, they have the beta carotenes and they act like antioxidants. And soybeans, they have many roles, and mainly the isoflavones present in it. Tea, where in certain green tea would have the quercetin compound. It is protective against cancer and the heart disease. And not all these how to say fermented tea, they have these characteristics. But the green tea or these orthodox tea might have these characteristics due to the presence of quercetin. And tomatoes, this is protective against cancer, fight against the infection. That has a pigment called lycopene, and the flavonoids, they are good, and they have the proved um, health effects. And garlic, they have allyl sulfides, they protect against certain cancers and heart disease, and also help to boost the immune system. Then grains, some grains might have the isoflavones. They have a protective role against cancer and lower the cholesterol. Then red grapes and wine. The red wine, due to the presence of quercetin, the ellagic acid, gallic acid, they may be effective against cancer and heart disease. Daily serving of 100 ml of red wine is believed to protect against the blood cancer, and the um, and it is also proved good to diabetic peoples. Then for onions, they have allyl sulfides. They have known benefits like of garlic. Then here the question comes: how much to eat the phytochemicals? And it is not proved yet, but government's new dietary guidelines in the United suggest that adults who are on a 2000 calorie a day diet eat at least 2 cups of fruit and 2.5 cups vegetable every day. That means 3 servings. And experts say the deeper the color of the fruit or vegetable, the more protective phytonutrients people can get on it. And the whole grains also contain a range of phytonutrients, not the processed grain, but the whole grains. Okay. Then let's talk to the benefit of supplements, because in market you can get also the uh, phytonutrient supplements made from the skins of many vegetables and fruits. Those may be helpful in maintaining and promoting good health in all of us. Then phytonutrient supplements can increase the strength of your immune system, and they may play a role in prevention of certain cancers and cell damage. So this is the example of the fruit and different kind of foods. Those have some characteristics, the color characteristics, and so on. Then conclusion, we can say phytonutrients research is experiencing remarkable growth. Hopefully, more specific information on phytonutrient consumption and human health would be forthcoming in the future, and increase the consumption of phytonutrient-rich foods, including daily serving through the daily serving of fruits, vegetables, grains, and teas to be healthy and disease-free life. Okay, so these are all about the phytonutrients. And do we have time to go for next little to discussion and the lectures to be prepared for tomorrow, Robin?
हजुर सर
के छ क्वेसन के छ?
छैन सर।
ल अर्को अर्को पार्टमा जान सकिन्छ आज कि नगर्ने आज 9 बज्न लाग्यो। फाइटोन्युट्रिनको चाहिँ एउटा
खै सर, अब
लिमिटेसन भनेको चाहिँ के हो भने फाइटोन्युट्रिन कति खाने भनेर थाहा छैन के है। यो फ्रुटमा पाइन्छ भन्ने थाहा छ। दे हेभ एसेन्सियल रोल अफ हेल्थ इफेक्ट या के भन्छ इम्युन इफेक्ट, बट वी डोन्ट नो हाउ मच टु कन्ज्युम इट। ओके, अनि तिम्रो अर्को इक्जाम्पल छ इटिङ फ्रेस इज गुड देन इट्स प्रिजर्भ फ्रम अफ एनी फ्रुट or vegetable in terms of phytonutrient intake. ओके, कति खाने थाहा छैन, तर जस्तो टोमेटोको एउटा इक्जाम्पल छ, इट इज अ प्रुभन। टोमेटो lycopene is known to prevent the UV damage, right? It is the tomato color, but त्यही आर्टिफिसियल टोमेटो कलर खायो भने त्यसले युभी प्रोटेक्ट गर्दैन स्किनमा। Only the natural form of phytonutrients might work as the immune modulators, है। त्यसको लिमिटेसन जानिराख्नु पर्यो। यसमा अरू खास केही छैन, खास चाहिँ क्लासिफिकेसन 4 ग्रुप्स। जस्तो इफ यु टक दि अल्कालोइड्स है, अल्कालोइड्स त्यो गाङ, त्यो चाहिँ अल्कालोइड भने कस्तो कम्पाउन्ड, त्यो गाङ के भन्छ भाङ धतुरोतिर पाइने कम्पाउन्डहरू हो। बट देयर आर सम फुड कम्पोनेन्ट्स those having alkaloids have strong immunity effects against cancer. अनि अर्को छ there are many studies, cohort studies done and possible health benefits from apples. And खास गरी in large quantities there are experiments in apples and soybeans, right? Soybean has essential roles in many cancer prevention, but the majority of peoples in United States and in other countries they have some soya allergies, है। कसैको त छुनै नहुने है, खाने बित्तिकै मर्नेहरू पनि छ। There are some toxic effects from food, but unlike its fats, soybean and apples, they are the good example uh, of fruits and vegetables or the legume. Those could have much amount of excessive amount of flavonoids, excessive amounts of terpenes that may help prevent some diseases. ल आजलाई यति गरौँ, कसैको क्वेसन छ भने भन। We will talk tomorrow that you need to prepare the metabolic part. I have finalized the slides, but you do read at home yourself, है। अब एकदमै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ लाग्ने 6वटा लेक्चरहरू छ, दिस आई विल डेलिभर। बाँकी मेटाबोलिज्म पार्ट चाहिँ आई लेट यु रिड योरसेल्फ, है। दे आर सर्ट, जस्ट इट इज रिपिटेसन फ्रम एनिमल न्युट्रिसन कोर्स अर बायोकेमिस्ट्री कोर्स। हुन्छ प्रवीणजी?
हुन्छ सर, हुन्छ।
ल आज यति गरौँ। आज अलि यो टाइम स्विच चाहिँ पावर कतिखेर आउँछ त्यतिखेर मात्रै गर्नुपर्ने भयो है। आज 10-15 मिनट ढिलो भइहाल्यो। ल लेटेस्ट स्टार्ट टुमोरो एट द सेम टाइम। लेटेस्ट ट्राई टु एटेन्ड एट 8 o'clock, है। ल सी यु टुमोरो। ल बाई।
ओके, बाई बाई सर।